Hello beautiful souls and welcome to my channel. My name is Sanja Krajnovic. Today we're going to be talking about beliefs. And before I start, I want to thank you everyone who asked for this on TikTok, on Instagram. If you haven't checked it out, you can. And subscribe here because I see a lot of you are watching and are not subscribed. So a lot of you that keep watching my videos and are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button because I want to share this with as many people as possible, so that we can all have better lives and happier lives and more fulfilled lives. So this topic, I am so happy that I'm talking about this, and I'm so happy that I'll actually have video just about this topic because it's so important. Beliefs create our realities, and if we can change beliefs that are not serving us and change them into what is serving us and just have better lives, be better versions of ourselves, amazing. So if you have that little voice inside your head that is telling you you're not good enough, you can't do this, these people are like this, I'll never be able to make my dreams come true, all those things that you have, that little voice inside your head telling you you're not worthy, you're unlovable, you can't have the life that you see other people have, that you wish that they are lucky, you're just an unlucky one. Every single one of those little voices comes from beliefs. Now, if belief as such does not serve you, I hear some people use the word assumption. I know some people are really strong about, oh, I don't really resonate with this word. It doesn't matter the word you're resonating with, it's the message behind this. But I'll tell you what belief is. So belief is something that you repeated a certain amount of times, enough amount of times that you now believe that to be true. And you can see this across the world, even with religion. Different religions have different types of beliefs. In some countries, cow can be a sacred animal. In other countries, people can eat cows and don't even give it a second thought apart from eating it for dinner. So it's just because those people, the people that believe that the cow is a sacred animal, have been listening to that ever since they were little, excuse me, that they now believe that to be true, just as other people have listened, oh, this is an amazing meal that you can have, and they now don't think about that as a sacred animal. So it's all about what you believe to be true. And whether you repeated it to yourself, someone else repeated it to you, now that's your belief. And when we were children, when we were too little, you know how they say children are like sponges? Up until the age, I think some scientists go from till 4 to 7 even, but let's say till 7, we absorb everything. Everything. So if our parents, let's say, treated us with as if they were disappointed in us or that we let them down, they don't even have to say it, but let's say we made a mistake and their reaction showed that to us, or the reaction that they're maybe embarrassed of us. Let's say if that is the case, mistakes, you need to make them in order to be successful. You need to make mistakes in order to learn. You need to make mistakes. Mistakes are part of growth. Otherwise, you'll just be stuck in one place. How did you start learning how to walk? You got up, you fell. You got up, you fell. You got up, you fell. Maybe one day you made a step, you fell. That's for every single thing in life. When we start to speak, do kids start speaking fluently all of a sudden? In one moment, maybe, but it took years and years and years and years and years of developing, correcting them if they maybe didn't say the word properly. So if parents showed embarrassment or that you let them down or something like that for a certain part of for certain mistakes, or God forbid they told you, because I know there are people that say things like that to their kids, then you, in your belief will be, I'm not good enough. Your belief will be, I'm an embarrassment. Your belief may be, I'm not lovable. And when you know that core of your belief, I'm saying core, so I want to explain this to you. Let's say you have, I love this, I think Till Swan mentioned this, when she said, let's say you have fear of public speaking, but it's actually just a branch of your core belief that could be, I'm not good enough. So if you just change this, you're still going to have this core belief that it's still going to be growing. But if you do the core, if you eliminate the core, you can plant something else that is serving you. So it is the best thing, if you can, to try and find that core belief. However, keep in mind, belief is something that you repeated enough times, or someone else has repeated to you, that you now believe to be true. So what can you do to change that belief? Say something enough amount of times what you want to be true, what's going to serve you. So let's say you don't love yourself. Why don't I love myself? And then you can maybe go back to, well, my parents didn't show me this. My parents maybe never said they loved me, or they said they loved me, but their actions were, not lovable, not filled with love. You can stop and say there, what if they didn't love themselves? This is very, very something that you need to keep. If you're a parent, especially, you need to try. I wouldn't say try. I would always, even my daughter, I encourage to say, I can do this. But this is up to you to make that decision, whether you're going to go down the path of changing that belief or not. If you do not love yourself as a parent, your children will see that, and they'll grow up to be beings, an adult one day, that won't love themselves, most likely. So if you don't love yourself, did your parents love themselves? Now, there are things like narcissistic personality disorder. That's not self-love. Don't compare people that are egotistic, that are narcissists, with self-love. Those are completely two different things. In fact, the narcissists are the one who can't handle themselves, who don't know how to deal with themselves, who hate themselves, who have the most criticism for themselves, and maybe are not even aware of that. And then they attack other people so they can lift themselves just at that tiny amount of bit, just a little bit. But because obviously it goes down to who they are, they have to keep doing that. People that love themselves, a person who loves themselves, will never attack another person. Person that is happy. Do you see anyone who's filled with joy and is laughing and smiling and like attacking someone? So person that is attacking someone is a person that is not happy. If you had parents that were attacking you, that didn't show you love, appreciation, how valuable you are, that didn't teach you that, thank you that you're making these mistakes because that's how we know you're growing, that didn't show you, it's because they didn't love themselves. And now, because you saw that, you think, well, then I'm not worthy of having love. I don't love myself. Where in fact has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. It's them. It's their core beliefs. It's them. It's their challenge. It's not yours. So when you know where their challenges come from, say, well, they didn't know how to show me this because they didn't have it in them. I'm not saying your parents didn't love you. I'm not saying you're not the world to your parents. But I've also heard, if you're a 10-gallon person and you're asking the love of a 1-pint person, they can give you their all. They're not going to be able to fill you up with love, with everything that you deserve. So you can't ask that from 1-pint person, or let's say who doesn't understand it. Let's say you're a 10-liter person and you're asking for half a liter person. I know some don't understand gallons and pints or some liters, so I'm giving you all measurements. So they gave you their all. I'm not saying they didn't. Your parents, my parents, everyone's parents, they gave their all. They did the best they knew how to do in that moment, which does not mean that's your worth, which does not mean you can change your beliefs. Repeat something. I'm giving you all of this just because when you understand, not approve, two different things. When you understand where someone is coming from, it's easier for you to accept it, accept that that was the past, accept that you can't change the past. Forgive them because things could not have been any different. They're already in the past. It's happened. It's done. What you can do to change your future is to become someone else. You can't do the same things every single day, all over and over and over and over again, and expect different results. If you keep doing the same things every single day and expect different results, nothing's going to change. There won't be any different results. You have to change yourself. You have to change what you're doing. You have to change your beliefs, because beliefs create your reality in order to change your life. And you can change it. All those things that you see on TV, all those things that you see on your phone, all those things, all the houses, all the pools, all the traveling, all the money, all the love, all the joy, all the health, all the everything you can have. Now your belief is going to say, well, you can't. But now you know, okay, if I repeat something enough amount of times, plus knowing where my core belief is. So if your core belief is, I'm not good enough, you do change it. I'm more than good enough. I deserve this. I mean, you can change it just to good enough, or soon I'll be good enough, or it's coming to me. I'm on the path of changing, something that suits you the most, so you can go level up, level up, level up. But let's just say not good enough, good enough. Again, once you reach good enough, I want you to go higher and higher and higher. But even until you reach good enough, you can go, I'm on the path of becoming good enough. But just use what you want to have in your life. If you're not feeling good enough, repeat, I am good enough. I am good enough. Someone convinced me I'm not good enough. Someone didn't love themselves to show me I'm good enough. But because they didn't love themselves does not mean I'm not worthy of being good enough. If you don't love yourself, they didn't know how to love me. That does not mean I'm not lovable. That does not mean that I'm not worthy of love. I am worthy of love. This is our vessel. If you don't like your body, let's say, this is our car, this is our vehicle on earth. We rent it. We go in this physical experience things, see things, feel things, experience things. We leave it on earth. This is our vehicle. This is our vehicle in life. Why, if you drive, or even if you don't, if you've been on a taxi or a bike or whatever, would you just hate it? Why would you hate it? You chose to have this body. You chose to have this body on earth to have certain experiences. You should love this body. A lot of people do not like themselves because of how they look. Let me tell you one thing. A lot of people change their bodies. They still don't love themselves. It comes from within. If you still think the happiness, the love is going to come from outside, you'll never truly be happy or will feel love. Some will buy, let's say, a pair of shoes. They will be happy for a short amount of period of time. They'll go back to not being happy. Then they'll maybe need to shop more, or someone will drink a drink and, oh, I feel better now and relaxed, which does not mean it's one drink for the rest of their lives. No, then they'll feel bad again and they'll say, I'll have another drink, I'll have another drink. Food, same thing. It all, true love, true happiness comes from within, and that's how you change it. All that's all belief. Our soul is love. Our soul is joy. Our soul is happiness. It's our beliefs that someone said something or showed us in certain amount of times, or we did it to ourselves, and our ego, our brain. Our brain is designed to stop you from potential pain, which means it would rather, let's say, you be sitting in the home, maybe be miserable, doing nothing, because that saves energy. Because being successful, being ecstatic, going after your dreams, just making everything come true, going after your desires, is burning energy. And your body's like, no, 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 no. You can't do this. No, you're not cut out for this. Leave this be. This is nonsense. This is insane. Just sit down, have a drink, have a beer, have a food, listen to the TV, conserve your energy. All the bad things in your life, everything is bad. Just don't do it. You have some sort of those beliefs. When you see someone, let's say, is telling you how to be happy, telling you how to love yourself, telling you what to do, instead of doing those things, even if you don't believe them, change your beliefs about it. But just do it to prove it to yourself. If you're being a skeptic and you don't believe something, true people that are really true skeptics, if you're calling yourself a skeptic, is a skeptic means that you're going to try something. Try everything that someone is telling you if they're happy. Try everything if someone that is successful is telling you to try. So even in the other part, if that means you're going to prove them that this is not right, or you're going to see, okay, this works. True skeptics are going to try to see whether this is going to work or it isn't. Sorry, it isn't. See, because it is. Even isn't is like, no, this works. So repeat something. Put it everywhere you can. Now, so if you live with someone that doesn't believe in these things, I am sure maybe you can't put it on the mirror. That's completely fine. No one can change this. No one. I put things on my phone as well. So when I open my phone, I see it there. Set the alarm. Let's say minute on every 2 hours or every hour, 1 minute to repeat the things that you want. You can do that. Go outside, let's say, go out for a walk. When you go to the shop or on the whole path, you can just say, I am good enough. I'm on my path of becoming good enough. It's not me who's not worthy. I just thought I was not worthy enough. I am worthy enough. I deserve to have the best life in the world. Repeat it enough times so that this belief can just go bye-bye. And again, find the core belief. That is usually what it is. Something that your parents showed you, that maybe they shouted at you, you thought you were unworthy, you thought they were not, you just embarrassed them, look at what you're doing, and then you're like, oh, I'm not good enough, but you don't even remember that. And you believe them. I mean, when we're children, we think our parents as these superheroes that know everything. So of course, if they tell us we're stupid, we're going to believe we're stupid because our parents told us that. But now that we're older, we can change that. Again, understand where they're coming from. They don't believe high of themselves. They are the ones who are unhappy. Again, not approving what they did. Understand. Forgive for yourself, not for them. Forgiveness means to let go, that the past could be any different. It's done. It's in the past. You don't want to drink that poison yourself and wish another one to die. You don't want to have a miserable life just because you can't let go of the things that are hurting you, of the things that you're struggling with. Let it go. Let those rocks go. Let that weight go. That's what forgiveness means. Don't carry that baggage on you. Don't carry that heaviness on you. Don't carry that just not feeling good. When you are liberated of all of that, that's again part of forgiveness. You just decide that's not going to weigh you down anymore. You decide, I'm not going to be under the water anymore and struggle to get air. You're just going to float and say, oh, this feels so nice, so good, so liberating, freeing. Once you get rid of that weight, and all you have to do is just let it go, put it down. Yeah, it's not going to change what happened in the past, but if you bring past to your present, you're creating the same future. What you have today, what you have today created is a result of your past days, months, years. What you do today is going to define what your tomorrow and your future is going to be like. What do you want in your future? Do you want more misery? Do you want more pain? Do you want more unhappiness? Do you want more days when you're like, oh, I don't feel good today. Oh, I don't feel good about myself anymore. No. What do you want your future self to go back into past and say, thank you for this? Because of this day, because you started doing something, we have much better life now. We have the life that we actually thought we never deserved, but we actually do deserve to have this, to have the joy, to have the happiness, to be fulfilled. What do you want your future to be like? Do you want to heal? Do you want to heal that child in you so you can have happiness and say, I know you suffered, little one, but I'm here for you. We're going to go through this. We're going to heal. And I'm going to create the best future, the best life for you could ever imagine. What is it that you want? Do you want a happy life? You have to start by changing things today. Keep doing the same things. You can't have different results. You have to do different things. I always say try to do things 100 days at least, because you need to create the different habit of thought. If you visualization is just thoughts in pictures. You can do that as well. It doesn't matter whether you're going to visualize or not, whether you're going to see it in pictures or just repeat it. Repeat it enough amount of times, repeat it throughout the whole day. Like I said, you can have 1 minute and every hour or every 2 hours to just stop. If you need to go to the toilet, even if you want to get away from everyone, just whisper it or just hear it in your head. Saying it out loud is the best. Write it down 100 times a day. Write it down. I am good enough. I am good enough. Feel it. Do it for yourself. Do it so you can have a better life, better future. You deserve it. Now it's up to you to believe it. So change your beliefs and you'll change your reality and you'll change your life. So this is how you change your beliefs. Change all the beliefs that don't serve you, because that's what's creating your reality. Beliefs create your reality. Everything that you believe is giving you more and more evidence to confirm this belief. There could be so many other evidence around you that is going to show you different, but because you're in this belief, you can't see everything around this. You have, let's say, you can see when they put like a wallet on the street, I've seen this years ago, so like hundreds of people walked past it. No one even noticed it. It's not about the money, it's the fact that you're so much caught up in your thoughts. And you have like, I don't know, $20 note or euros or pounds that it's going around. People don't see it. The amount of times we just see coins everywhere we go, me and my daughter. And I just go, oh, look, coin, oh, look, coin, oh, look, coin. Oh, there's another one. We just go and we just pick stuff up and then we put it in her bag and she loves playing with it. We see it everywhere. And maybe there are some people that wish that they could find a coin, that they need to find that, I don't know, to buy a bread or something. They're not on that vibrational level. You need to change your beliefs. If you think you're poor, you're going to get more evidences of why you're poor. But if you change your belief, well, maybe I can change this. Maybe I can stop being this. What can I give as well? What can I give? I know a lot of people say give in order to get back. What can you give? You can give a smile. You can give a hello. Change that belief. Maybe if I give someone smiles, I'll get more of something that I'll smile about. The amount of things you can change, play with, it's extraordinary. It really, really is. Change your beliefs, to change your reality, to change your future, to enjoy this life. I think you have maybe suffered long enough. You don't need to suffer anymore. You just don't. And let me tell you this, your brain is gonna see this as, you know, when you say I'm good enough, as a lie. And it's gonna say, this is stupid, this is silly, what are you doing? You're not good enough, so what are you even bothering to do this? That's how brain works. And just say, listen, because someone repeated this certain amount of times, we believe now, you can say we believe now we're not good enough. Brain, I'm trying to change this. And yes, it sounds like a lie. It sounds silly. Maybe it even sounds stupid. But if I have to do this in order to change it, and I want a different future, I don't want to be miserable anymore, then we'll do it. And maybe the whole, 30 days will be like, this is stupid, this doesn't work, this is silly, maybe I shouldn't have done this anyway. But then you go, but wait, I just need to do this long amount of time in order to achieve this. Isn't it worth it? Then you say, brain, shush. I know you're trying to conserve the energy. I know you're trying to say everything that you think you're protecting me. We're creating something new here. And until your body and your mind is used to it, they're going to keep fighting you on it. They're going to keep telling you everything that they can. Like, I'm not up for it, or I'm too tired, or I don't have enough time, or anything that they can in order to stop you. Because the new, the unknown, is something scary, is something that it's like a danger to them. That doesn't mean that you can't change that. You can change your new belief and put new belief to be, the more new things I experience, the better my life will get. The more new experiences, I'll enrich my life. The more mistakes I'll make, I'll grow, I'll be a better person, I'll learn, I'll expand. Change everything that doesn't serve you. And when you hear that brain and your body going, no, 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 you say, yes, 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 yes. And just do it. Just do it. Love you so much. Change your beliefs. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.